former chairperson of Nagaland Women Commission, Padma Shri Dr. Tamsalao passes away at the age of 76 in Dimapur. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, CM Rio and other state leaders mourn demise of Sahitya Academy Award and Meghalaya Governor's Gold Medal recipient. Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi, during the 70th plenary meeting of the North-East Council, emphasizes on power generation for economic development of the state. To cope up with employability, Mukhi also calls for capacity building and skill development to provide employment to unemployed youths. Reacting to Western Sumi Youth Front's ultimatum, Nagaland Ziliang People Organization demands a state government to act fairly in the dispute over Lamhai Namdi. In a letter to Chief Secretary, NZPO says WYSF has no right to issue ultimatums as village done nothing anything against WYSF. Samajwadi Party founder and former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Mulayam Singh Yadav passes away at the age of 82 on Monday. Mulayam was undergoing treatment at Gurugram's Medanta Hospital since August 22 and was shifted to the ICU on October 2nd. Following months of relative calmness, multiple missile explosions jolted Ukrainian capital Kyiv on Monday morning. Meanwhile, Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko instructs residents to stay in shelters and advises them not to go outside unless there is an urgency. Hello viewers, welcome to News Now. We will now look into the news in detail. Former chairperson of Nagaland Women Commission, Padma Shri Dr. Tamsalao, passed away on Sunday night at Eden Medical Center in Dimapur. Born on October 25, 1945, Dr. Tamsalao leaves behind one son, 3 daughters and grandchildren. It is to be mentioned that renowned short story writer and ethnographer late Tamsalao served as a professor of English at Northeastern Hill University and was a Fulbright Fellow at the University of Minnesota in USA. Au also served as director of Northeast Zone Cultural Center and was also the recipient of the Governor's Gold Medal and Sahitya Academy Award. She is widely respected as one of the major literary voices in English to emerge from Northeast India, and her works have been translated into German, French, Assamese, Bengali and Hindi. Au's last rites took place at Lingrijan in Dimapur on Monday afternoon. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Minister Rio, Home Minister Yantong Paton and State President of BJP, Termjan Imna Along, condoled the demise of the renowned writer. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi, while addressing the 70th plenary meeting of the NEC in Guwahati on Sunday, highlighted Nagaland-specific issues. The governor stated that Nagaland is facing acute power deficit, while educated unemployed youth are facing the problem of employability. Regarding the power sector, he informed that the state generates only 26 megawatts against the peak requirement of around 111 megawatts, and that the power is critical for industrialization, technological advancements and overall economic development, and that the council should include it in the trust areas. He further shared that Nagaland is struggling with the problem of employability of the educated unemployed youth. He maintained, saying that the youth of today have high aspirations and expectations, and when these aspirations are not met, frustration sets in and they are easily misled to take crime and anti-national activities. He said that the youth must be provided with opportunities to lead productive lives to usher in peace and development in the region. The Nagaland Ziliang People Organization, through a letter on October 9 to the Chief Secretary, has demanded the state government to act fairly in the dispute over Lamhai Namdi. Earlier, the Western Sumi Youth Front held a meeting in Kievi village wherein it reiterated to stand by the ultimatum issued to the state government on September 21. It is to be noted that NZPO remarked that government should be fair, just and reasonable and must act in the interest and for the ends of justice. NZPO also added that the Lamhai Namdi has been the victim despite being on the right side. The organization urged government to review the matter objectively and to solve it fairly. In addition, the organization also stated that WSYF has no right to issue ultimatum and such tactics does not bode well for all. NZPO also accuses government of sleeping over its representations demanding eviction of illegal encroachers. Nagaland Ziliang People's Organization, through a letter to the Home Commissioner of Nagaland, demanded the immediate suspension and disciplinary action against the Assistant Commissioner of Police of Chomokidima and personnel of the Secoy 14 IRB for unlawful act of burning down a house at Lamhai Namdi village. The incident followed unlawful arrest and detention of 9 Lamhai Namdi villagers at the Chumogidima police station on September 22. The organization in its letter alleged that on September 13, the police personnel along with IRB Jawans, as per order of the ACP, set ablaze the house of one villager, namely Nyungo O Zashumo, who had migrated from Pesama to Lamhai Namdi. Later on September 22, Zashumo along with 8 other villagers were detained at Chumogidima police station. The next day, Zashumo claimed the police forced him to sign a bond of rupees 10,000 for release and warned him not to indulge in any activity on land being a disputed one. However, when Zashumo asked police to withdraw the bond if he is defaulter, he should be produced before the court. But the police declined to do so, upon which Zashumo declared that he had withdrawn from the bond and would return to his land for work. NZPO asked Commissioner to take cognizance of the letter and take strict action against the police and IRB personnel. The third biennial youth conference of Association of the Gorkha Baptist Churches Nagaland concluded on Sunday with 421 delegates from 42 churches as attendees. The 3-day event, which commenced on Friday, was held under the theme "Be Still and Know That I Am God" at Gorkha Baptist Buimuknok Banjung Mission Center in Mon. The main speakers for the conference were Deputy Executive Director, International Needs Network of Nepal, Uma Magar, and Nepal-based songwriter and worship leader, Adrian Dewan. It is to be mentioned that the 3-day conference included various activities and competitions such as Battle of Bands, Cultural Dance, and Secretary Report competition. Meanwhile, NBC Kohima was adjudged winners at the Battle of Bands, followed by NBC Badam Bugri and GBC Dipupar as first and second runners-up respectively. Furthermore, in the cultural dance competition, NBC Taheke secured first place, while NBC Gorkha and NBC Kohima secured second and third places respectively. While in secretary report competition, GBC Mon grabbed first position, followed by NBC Chumokidima as second and NBC Kohima as third. It may also be mentioned that NBC Kohima won Best Discipline and was declared as the overall champion. Along with the rest of the world celebrating Mental Health Week, the MTBA Youth Department of Arkong Youth Fellowship celebrated World Mental Health Day on Sunday at Arkong Youth Hall under the theme Comprehending Mental Health. Notably, 2 sessions were held during the program, wherein counseling psychologist and counselor Childline 1098 Mukukchong Mernchila spoke on Make Mental Health and Well-Being for All a global priority. She drew light on the factors that affect one's mental health, while she also laid emphasis on how these factors can influence one's perception, expectation, opinion, and decision-making. Meanwhile, during the second session, educator and human development analyst Alamrinla Jamir spoke on the topic Mental Health and the Scripture. While speaking on the topic, she pointed out the difference between the human spirit and the divine spirit and said that the human ego is nothing but human, which develops in a person right after they are born. As a human development analyst, through years of experience dealing with people, she stated that the most common mental health issues that the Nagas have are anxiety, depression, and eating disorders. The 12th Sumi Baptist Akukuhokakakulu Children Conference concluded at IIT Sagami Village on Sunday under the theme In Jesus' Footsteps. The 3-day conference was attended by 4,000 delegates across Nagaland. Advisor of Tourism and Art and Culture, Khehovi Yaptomi stressed on the importance of nurturing children with spiritual teachings while also educating them the values of Sumi dialect, customs and traditions. Meanwhile, Pastor Dr. Huton Sumi delivered the Word of God on the concluding session. The pastor also stressed on the importance of nurturing the tenets of prayer, confidence and respect in children. Moreover, the concluding session included a choir presentation by Aganato Town Baptist Church and choreography presentation by Askuto Town Baptist Church and Surumi Baptist Church. The Indian Meteorological Department has predicted widespread moderate rainfalls and isolated heavy rainfall across the northeastern region till October 15. IMD informed that the 8 northeast states Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, Manipur and Sikkim would experience wet weather till October 15. Notably, places near to the Himalayas are bound to receive heavy precipitation during this period. Though monsoon 2022 has left many areas of the country, but due to Noruz cyclone, there has been a period of rain in many parts of the country for the last several days. A 20-year-old student from Andhra Pradesh was found hanging in his hostel room at the Indian Institute of Technology in Guwahati on Monday. The student has been identified as Gudla Mahesh Sairaj and was a 5th semester BTech student in Computer Science and Engineering. Meanwhile, IITG in a statement claimed the body of a young man was found in one of the hostel buildings and has been identified as a former student of the institute. Reportedly, the student was terminated from his course due to poor academic performance. According to a representative of the Amingao police station in North Guwahati, investigations are ongoing to determine the precise reason for the death. It may be mentioned that the body has been sent for post-mortem and will be handed over to the family after all the legal formalities are done. Humanitarian aid organization United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund on Sunday launched a radio platform named Radio for Child at Guwahati, Assam. The platform aims to deliver innovative messages regarding children and women issues in the northeastern region, which will be voiced by radio professionals. The radio chapter was launched at Guwahati following the culmination of the two-day capacity building workshop on nutrition and routine immunization for over 70 radio professionals from many northeastern states. Additional Chief Secretary Government of Assam, Maninder Singh, while launching the platform, said that radio has the power to reach the remotest of regions of Northeast, and key messages when integrated in the popular shows would help northeastern region towards development. Former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister and Samajwadi Party leader Mulayam Singh Yadav passed away on Monday. The veteran leader was suffering from a prolonged illness, breathed his last at Medanta Hospital in Gurugram. Samajwadi Party patriarch, who died at the age of 82, had served as a defense minister and chief minister of Uttar Pradesh in his political career. Notably, Mulayam Singh Yadav was admitted to Gurugram Hospital on August 22 and was undergoing treatment as his health condition was very critical. Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav, while expressing his grief, tweeted that his respected father is no more. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi recalled his relationship with the veteran leader and tweeted that Mulayam Singh Yadav was a key soldier for democracy during the emergency, and as the defense minister, he worked for a stronger India. Furthermore, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, while expressing his grief over the demise of the senior leader, said that the Samajwadi Party Supremo will always be remembered as a grassroots leader. On the other hand, President Draupadi Murmu expressed condolences on the death of senior leader and said that his death is an irreparable loss to the country. Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath has announced a 3-day state mourning and said that veteran leaders' last rites would be conducted with full state honors.
श्री मुलायम सिंह यादव जी हमारे बीच नहीं रहे। श्री मुलायम सिंह जी के निधन पर आज पूरा प्रदेश शोकाकुल है। मैं इस अवसर पर प्रदेश शासन की ओर से और प्रदेश वासियों की ओर से श्रद्धेय मुलायम सिंह जी को विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूं। शोक संतप्त परिजनों और समर्थकों के प्रति भी अपनी संवेदना व्यक्त करता हूं। श्री मुलायम सिंह यादव जी एक जुझारू और संघर्षशील नेता थे। समाजवादी विचारधारा से जुड़े एक महत्वपूर्ण स्तंभ थे। संघर्षों से तपे बढ़े और प्रदेश की राजनीति के 5 दशक तक केंद्र बिंदु बने रहे। देश और प्रदेश की राजनीति में एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका का निर्वहन एक लंबे समय तक उन्होंने किया। उत्तर प्रदेश विधानसभा और विधान परिषद में लंबे समय तक प्रतिनिधित्व करने और 3 बार प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में उत्तर प्रदेश जैसे राज्य को नेतृत्व प्रदान करने, देश की संसद में 7 बार प्रतिनिधित्व करने और देश के रक्षा मंत्री के रूप में भी एक उल्लेखनीय सेवा उन्होंने देश की। आज वे हमारे बीच में नहीं हैं। मैं दिवंगत आत्मा की शांति की कामना ईश्वर से करता हूं। शोक संतप्त परिजनों के प्रति, समर्थकों के प्रति अपनी संवेदना भी व्यक्त करता हूं। राज्य
A violent clash erupted between two groups of two different communities as miscreants destroyed a religious flag allegedly in the Mominpur area of Kolkata, West Bengal on Sunday. The incident occurred during the Eid Milad-un-Nabi festival and many vehicles were vandalized as people were pelting stones. Following the clash, Iqbalpur police station in Kolkata was surrounded by a group of people to protest against the violence. Furthermore, police has arrested around 38 people along with BJP state president Sukanta Majumdar in connection to the violence. West Bengal Bharatiya Janata Party leader Suvendu Adhikari has written to Home Minister Amit Shah and Governor La Ganesa on Monday and has demanded urgent deployment of central forces in Mominpur. Meanwhile, BJP leader of West Bengal, Soumitra Khan, while attacking Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, said that the violent clash was pre-planned by Trinamool Congress and further added that Mamata Banerjee is trying to deflect people's attention from corruption to communal violence.
अरे पश्चिम बंगाल में हर कोना कोना ऐसे ही है। आप लोग को ऐसे पता न चलना चाहिए पश्चिम बंगाल है कहाँ। पश्चिम बांग्लादेश बन गया। ये तो पहले हम लोग बोल रहा था। ममता बंदोपाध्याय अभी एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट का खिलाफ, पार्थ चटर्जी का जो खिलाफ ये जो चल रहा था, ये जो दुर्नीति चल रहा था, ये जो भ्रष्टाचार चल रहा था, इसको आंख हटाने के लिए ये प्री प्लान किया है। ये संप्रदाय का लड़ाई लगाओ, ये ममता बनर्जी का बाएं हाथ का खेल है। अरे पश्चिम बंगाल में हर कोना कोना ऐसे ही है। आप लोग को ऐसे पता न चलना चाहिए पश्चिम बंगाल।
In a positive note towards boosting career opportunities and practical training, the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship is organizing Pradhan Mantri National Apprenticeship Melas on Monday. The National Apprenticeship Melas are a part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Skill India mission and is being organized across 280 locations in the country. Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship said that the platform will help the participating companies to meet potential apprentices and to choose applicants on the spot in order to increase the employment opportunities in India. Apprenticeship melas are held on the second Monday of each month. Participants can register for the mela at www.apprenticeshipindia.gov.in. After months of relative calmness in the Ukrainian capital, multiple missile explosions have jolted Kyiv on Monday morning. Multiple explosions have been reported all across the country. Kyiv city mayor Vitaly Klitschko instructed the residents to stay in shelters and advised them not to go outside unless it is very urgent. Meanwhile, emergency services are actively working and police have blocked off a lot of central Kyiv. Vitaly further added that the Russian President Vladimir Putin is taking revenge for the recent explosion on the Kerch bridge. On the other hand, Kremlin said that the President Putin signed a decree on increasing security measures for the Crimea bridge. Around 22 people were killed and 50 missing in a landslide occurred in Venezuela on Sunday. Notably, The landslide came down in the Santos Michelena municipality after days of heavy rainfall caused the 5 streams of the Las Tejarias River to overflow. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro on Sunday informed that he had ordered the maximum deployment of the Interior Ministry and security agencies to respond to the emergency. More than 1,000 officials from the National Risk Management System and police officers are participating in the search and rescue operation. At least 76 people were killed in a tragic incident in Nigeria's Anambra State on Sunday after a boat carrying 85 persons capsized following rising floods. The Nigerian government expedited rescue and recovery missions after the tragic incident, but rising water level was hampering the rescue efforts. It is to be mentioned that boat accidents occur regularly in Nigeria because of an overloading, speeding, poor maintenance and disregarding navigation rules. National Emergency Management Agency requested the Nigerian Air Force to provide helicopters for the rescue operation. Meanwhile, around 200 million people in West African nation have been devastated by floods. The President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, expressed sadness over the boat accident. Dear viewers, that's all we have for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV, and this is Lomika Sumi signing off.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लो क्वालिटी टंकी है।
होशियारी मत दिखाओ, दुकानदार ने 5 साल की गारंटी दी है।
अरे 5 साल छोड़िए, इसका पानी पियेंगे ना तो बहुत जल्दी हम लोग पहुंचेंगे। अंदर का सरफेस प्लेन, स्मूथ और प्योर व्हाइट भी नहीं है। आप एक काम क्यों नहीं करते?